Lunchly versus Lunchables.
Lunchly doesn't suck. The three clowns that run circus does. You see, after the release of Lunchly during September by 3 major influencers, people have been shitting on it harshly because of its false claim of being a healthier alternative to the supposed brand Lunchables.
Ew! What the f?
So here we'll dive deep about Lunchly and its flaws that gives the media such a harsh criticism towards it. If you compare Lunchables to Lunchly, there isn't a major difference in nutrient-wise between the two, except Lunchly having major electrolytes in their product, but more about that later. Both meal kits have similar saturated fats stated from the article from Athlete's Dietitian. Both Lunchables and Lunchlys are ultra-processed food, which is one of the major problems that Lunchable is facing that Lunchly doesn't fix. Another major claims from Lunchly is with its opposing brand, is that it has fewer sugar in its beverages, but only because of this reason explained by Dr. Mike.
What I was able to conclude is that Lunchly has less sugar and therefore less calories than Lunchables in comparable kits. That's probably due to the drink component of the kit, as Capri Sun uses sugar and Prime is artificially sweetened.
While having fewer sugar is, I guess, okay for people who want to constrict themselves on consuming too much of it, for a sport-related reason, it's not such a bad thing.
You actually want some sugar in your beverage when you're trying to aggressively rehydrate. So just because Gatorade has sugar doesn't mean that like Gatorade is bad, but we all consider Gatorade as bad because it has calories and sugar, whereas something like Prime is marketed as great and good because it has all these chock full electrolytes, more than Gatorade, but no sugar. That's not as simple as it really is.
As I mentioned before, Lunchly has marketed their product by having high electrolyte beverages as a benefit in comparison with Capri Sun and Lunchables. While having high electrolyte may be good for exercises, the context of when you have them might not be ideal.
You don't need to drink electrolyte drinks just as part of daily life. There is no reason that you should be consuming Gatorade, Liquid IV, Prime, Body Armor, any of these electrolyte drinks. They're not necessary for your average, regular, healthy person to just sit and have for lunch, dinner, breakfast, or as a snack.
Beside the horrible marketing strategies from Lunchly, the product itself isn't that bad, only if you compare it to most products. And let's be honest, the influencers that made Lunchly don't truly care about the health benefits, nor do they care about making it any better for kids at lunch. The whole shit show continues through Twitter. Mr. Beast's reply on other content creator criticism about the product doesn't seem real enough that he cares. The first half of the reply he wrote is basically just reinstating the benefit that was already clear from the start, with quotes like less calorie, less sugar, more electrolytes, the use of real cheese, and, quote, higher quality meat. Following through with the second half of the reply, just comparing Lunchables again with their product instead of any real feedback on how they'll change it for the better. Logan Paul outbursts against Dan TDM on Twitter is not helping on their newly released product either with its image. The attention is the same with Mr. Beast, on which claiming the product of Lunchly as a better alternative is not a significant change of the diet of the meal kit compared to Lunchables. While Dan TDM does not specify this in his tweet specifically, you get the idea he's trying to point out, as that it's not a good product for the target audience. Logan also begins to proceed to point out on Lunchables having lead in their product, on which Dan is not pointing out, but that backfires heavily with community notes.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Continuing on the final man representing Lunchly, KSI with once again Dan TDM quote unquote getting exposed for releasing a snack box called Munch Pack to young audience.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Prior to the argument about Munch Pack, KSI was trying to tell Dan TDM that he was also selling useless merchandise, like children toys, but was quickly called out for his own hypocrisy.
KSI have clearly contradicted himself first by not realizing the product was merely just for enjoyment purposes while not claiming to be healthy in any way while Lunchly does. While many have already pointed that out to KSI, he proceeds to keep ruining his career by acting ignorant to the whole situation.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their lives? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better! Do better!
And the whole part of this response is him yapping for 12 minutes after trying to get sympathy from viewers. The truth for Lunchly is that it was made to compete against with major brands, Lunchables, and to be easy cash grab, really how Lunchly even held a chance against Lunchable is because it's being backed up by large entities like KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul. Lunchly, as mentioned by a random Reddit user, it's just a box of bullshit. Continuing. How do I say that word? If you compare, oh my god. If you compare Lunchable, if you compare